Hello everyone, my name is Agent Paul of Mobile Task Force Delta 7, codename Bookkeepers, and welcome back to their SCP document review. And the SCP we're reviewing today is SCP-5847, Level 2 Restricted, Containment Class, Safe. Disruption Class Dark 1, Risk Class Warning 3. Special Containment Procedures. The Rhodes Plaza Mall has been bought and repurposed into Site-86. A pair of guards are stationed at each entrance. No food is to be brought inside SCP-5847. Description: SCP-5847 is the court of the Rhodes Plaza Mall in Newcastle, Australia. It has two main anomalous effects. The first is that whenever a subject consumes food inside SCP-5847, it will morph into SCP-5847-1, a courtroom. -1 is fully populated by SCP-5847-2, which are sapient, animate foods resembling their non-anomalous counterparts in appearance, but with the ability to anomalously perceive, vocalize, and locomote. Research into how -2 are able to do so is ongoing. It has been hypothesized from recordings that all -2 instances inside of -1 are food the subject has eaten throughout their life. Once inside -1, the subject is transformed into a near facsimile of their previous appearance, but composed of what appears to be thick cake icing. They must then defend the fact that they eat food to a large piece of sugar candy. The only two rulings observed have been that the subject is not guilty and free to go, wherein -1 morphs back into SCP-5847, or that the subject is guilty of crimes against humankind and is sentenced to death, wherein an execucumber will consume the subject whole. The secondary effect of SCP-5847 is a mimetic effect affecting anyone inside the courtroom that causes them to unintentionally replace words that they say with the names of foods. Addendum 5847-1, transcription of security camera footage from a trial held inside of -1. The following was recovered from a security camera setup in SCP-5847. For readability, the instance's colloquial names have been used in place of -2. -A is referred to as fudge. -B is referred to as bale loaf. -C is referred to as tomaturny. -D is referred to prosciutary. And -E is referred to as execucumber. Begin log. SCP-5847 is seen morphing into -1. The bale loaf begins. Please beget your seat, defendant. The defendant. Why do you think you can boss me around, you big loaf? Yeah, I'm the yeast of your worries. The bale loaf smacks the defendant on his back. I'll say it again, sit down. Fine, but stop doing that. You're starting to get on my nerves. Wait, what? A tomaturny sits down beside the defendant. Don't worry about it. That just kind of happens here. You'll get couscoused to it. Who are you, Vanilla Extractly? Oh right, nice to meet you. I've been assigned as your public defense Aruga lawyer. All rise for the Honorable Fudge Hershey. Now let us get this underway. Defendant, what is your name? I am Josh. Josh, you stand before a jury of your peers. And by that I mean pears you've eaten throughout your life, to defend the fact that you have killed and eaten so many of us before. Let's start with your opening arguments. I know this is hard to hear, but I promise I only ever ate any of you to stay a chive. The prosecutary gets up from the plaintiff's table. Today I will convince you that Josh not only ate many of us, but ate with delicious intent. The jury gasps. I'd like to call a witness to the stand. An egg rolls up to the stand. Hello, Miss Sunny Side-Up. You all know Sunny as the hard-boiled cop who keeps our streets safe. But did you know Miss Side-Up was brutally attacked and eaten by Josh a while back when, well, let Sunny tell you about it. My memory of the event might be a little scrambled since it was pretty traumatic, but I'll tell you the story as I can remember. It was early morning when that deviled man kidnapped me and my fellow eggs. We could tell he was carting us off to his murder room, presumed to be their name for a kitchen. Once we were there, tried to hash things out with him, but he wouldn't listen. Things started to heat up, literally. He threw us into a pan on top of some bread. That's when I knew I was French toast. As you can see, Josh didn't just use Miss Side Up for sustenance. Josh, did you kale Sunny with the only intent being penetration? Or did you do this to have a good meal? I'll ask you not to question the defendant at this time. I would like to call a witness to the stand. A Bean bounces to the stand. Now, Mr. Bean, how was your experience with Josh? Well, I'm gonna tell you to it straight, there's nothing mean about Josh. I used to think that he happily all lived with the fact he killed and ate us. It wasn't until he opened our can and poured us into a bowl that had so much room for all of us, I realized Josh cared about our well-being too. Now, I do not speak for everyone here, but I believe Josh is a good guy. He had been consuming us solely for P nutritional value. Purely for P nutritional value. Now that doesn't sound like a man who revels in food's grain for his own Turkish delight. Josh is a man who only eats us for his own survival. Do you need some more convincing? There cantaloupe be any better evidence than that. One Bean's experience does not speak for all foods. I rule in flavor of the people. The defendant is a man who excels in causing food grain and a perpetrator of crimes against humankind. Call him the Execucumber. Come on, man, I never realized you were all a chive. I want to call for an appeal. The defendant tries to get up and try to run, but the bailiff stops him. Hey, remain in your seat. This isn't fair. It hasn't been from the start. Your Honor, what are you? That's right, fudge. You're way too biased to be a fudge. You're specifically crafted to be a treat for humans. It's not Josh's fault. His society has made us so okay to eat us. He should not be blamed for humanity's shortcomings. This is getting out of hand. I take my rulings very seriously. You cum in my courtroom and slander my name like this, you're out of line. Bailiff, escort him out. The bailiff grabs the tomatorny and takes him through the back doors. Have fun carroting in prison. You cannot silence us. This is tyranny. The Execucumber proceeds to consume the defendant. After the defendant has been eaten, the footage abruptly cuts to an empty SCP-5847. End log. So this seems to be connected to the Ambassador SCP reviewed a few weeks ago. Interesting. Well, everyone, that's it for this week's document review. Thank you so much for listening or watching, and my name is Agent Paul of MTF Delta 7, and I'll see you next week with another document review. Bye.